All right, we are back with more Snack-ime.
Yay!
How are you doing, Jenae?
Doing good. What about you, Garrett?
I'm good. So from last month, I hadn't gotten my cat yet, but I got a cat back at the end of September, and my leg looks like I got into a fight with Wolverine. Like Tuesday, he decided to use my my right foot as the starting line for the zoomies, and he went fast and furious through the house.
Oh no!
And then he decided to use my leg as a scratching post for some reason. Like he's been on this mode where he'll just like try to jump up and attack me for no reason. I'll just be walking through, and he'll be like, "You're not paying enough attention," or "You're not giving me treats when I want." Like he's actually jumped up and swatted me in the butt.
Human, pay attention to me.
Pretty much, yeah. Oh, like last night I was getting caught up for today's episode, and he he was laying on my chest, we're in my recliner, and I started to talk to him, and he just puts his paw right here on my face, like, stop.
Nice.
And for those of you who are curious what my cat's name is, his name is Lestat.
Lestat.
As in the vampire from Anne Rice's Vampire Chronicles. He's a handsome boy. And I'm hoping a lot of this aggression will go away once he gets snipped.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. It might just get worse because he'll be pissed off because he'll be like, dude, you took my manhood. I'll kill you. So what about you? What's going on with you?
Just trying to get ready for Halloween, and birthday's coming up in November, so.
You have your costume yet?
I think I'm just gonna be dressed up as Charizard. I have a Charizard costume. So.
Sexy Charizard?
No, just regular Charizard.
Damn. Ando's gonna be really unhappy by that.
Probably. I've worn the Charizard costume on the gauntlet before, so.
Oh yeah. I think I remember. Yeah. I don't get to have my son this year for Halloween. He's gonna be with his mom, but he's gonna be dressed up as a minion.
Nice.
And he wants me to dress up as Gru.
Nice.
So we'll see how this plays out because it's not gonna make sense if I'm not hanging out with him.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Dude with a scarf and a black jacket.
I've already got that. Like when I went to Idaho back in November to officiate my cousin's wedding, It was so freezing cold up there that I was wearing my black trench coat with I was wearing a suit and tie, black suit and tie with the trench coat, and then I had this black and gray plaid scarf. And my cousin's like, "Oh my God, you're Gru," and I'm like,
"Gru just officiated the wedding."
Right? Wasn't even intentional.
Nice.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. So, before we jump into our discussion of this month's anime pick, what are your snacks today?
Well, I got a snack care package for my birthday from my friend, and it's by Sakura-kan, not or Sakura Co. Sorry, not sponsored. It says the taste of Kyosho. And so I picked the Nagiri honey Castella cake. So I'm going to try that out.
That was tasty.
And so I've already opened it. I have not tried it yet. So we'll see.
Okay.
It's in a little tray all the way from Japan. So.
Oh, that's so cute. I've got onigiri made by our local Japanese restaurant.
Nice.
It's got salmon inside. I was going to make some, but then I'm like, I don't want to make any. And I've been spending the last week and a half, 2 weeks fighting red ants that are trying to invade my kitchen.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Well, then if there's salmon inside, then the cat's going to attack you.
I cooked salmon last night.
Mm-hmm.
And he tried to attack me. And then this morning, I cooked up some chicken because I didn't want to do eggs or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And as I'm sitting there eating my breakfast, he's like getting right into my face. So I took one of the pieces of chicken that I hadn't seasoned. It was just cooked. And I just shredded it up and put that in his bowl. And even though he had breakfast.
Well, cats usually are grazers, so.
And they're jerks.
Yes.
Like last night, he figured out how to get onto my dresser. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't have a problem with it. Except he was knocking things off.
Yeah. Pick this up, human. Ah, ah, ah.
So like, he's outside the door. I heard the little jingle of his collar bell. He knows I'm in here. He knows I'm talking about him. He can probably smell the salmon.
He's probably going to try to sneak under the door.
No, thankfully he can't do that.
My cat, Coco, when I was still living at home, the door was just it was only like that big of an opening. Mm-hmm. And when she was a kitten, she just slipped right underneath because she would, the teddy bear I would sleep with, she would suck on its neck. Mm-hmm. To wake me up in the middle of the night. And so my mom and dad's like, okay, close the door. So I close the door and I wake up and she goes. So I finally we had to put my teddy bear up for a while so she'd stop doing that.
Yeah.
And then we used to have a lambskin rug in the bathroom. So then she would do that. So I don't know if we just took her too soon from her mom because she was doing the suckling thing. And so then we had to get rid of the lambskin rug, and then she finally stopped, and then I got my teddy bear back.
Hooray! All right. So this month, what are we talking about today?
We are talking about FullMetalAlchemistBrotherhood. If no one can tell by my attire, I am doing a Winry crossplay. So.
See, I was thinking Ed.
No.
He's got the same bangs.
Yeah. Nope, that would be Red Jacket. So I do have I got for Christmas one year a red blanket with Ed the alchemist symbol on it that Ed wears. I could have done that. So but no. I'm channeling Winry. I have a mechanic's kind of suit thing on.
Doesn't she like mostly wear like a crop top, tank top?
Yeah. I'm not wearing that though.
Why not?
No reason.
We get more viewers.
Cold. It would be cold. But yeah, then her other outfit is just a white shirt with black skirt. So we wouldn't be able to see the black skirt.
So thematically, you're wearing the right colors.
Yeah.
I do want to share something, though, with you. I got this a month ago. I'm not sure if I shared it with anybody else, but I was doing a Batman day, and the vendor next to me does 3D printing.
Oh, that's cool.
He hand painted this Lara Croft statue. What's interesting is it's hollow. Like I expected it to be like solid all the way through, and it's actually hollow. And it's the little plant here pops out because it didn't get glued in right, but. He did all the painting, and what I really like is the color on the boots and the backpack. Like the leather work is really good on this.
Yeah.
And like I just kept eyeballing this whole thing, and he's like, "Here, have it." I'm like, "Sweet,
thank you."
Like by far, like, and I said, "Hey, if you can ever do a quasi-transparent Cortana,
that'd be cool.
I'll take one of those." So yeah, I've got Lara Croft staring down at me. In fact, like right now when I sit down, the gun in her left hand is pointed at my face. So I know not to mess with her. All right, so Full Metal Alchemist.
Brotherhood.
Brotherhood. Thank you.
Because same but different.
So you've seen this before.
Yes.
This is my first time. I just lost my FMAB V card. Probably had the best use of that phrase.
Not until you fully watched it. Sorry.
I don't know. I mean, even just a little bit in another context, it still counts. I mean, sure. In this case, 10 episodes, it's just the tip. But come on.
Mm-hmm.
So far, I've been enjoying it.
Yay!
It's a really good series. I like it. Now the whole thing is the whole thing complete?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really digging it. It kind of feels like there's a little bit of Harry Potter in it,
mm-hmm.
but at the same time, it's got its own thing going. It's very unique. I like the concept, the history that they explore. Bit by bit is really cool.
Mm.
I don't know what. I'm still trying to figure out why Ed is like a state certified alchemist. When he's so young, I get that he's really, really powerful and he's talented, but
you have to go through tests. I'd have to keep watching because I've watched both series, so my brain mixes the two sometimes. But in Full Metal Alchemist, there's a written test, and then there's a test on your powers and stuff. And if you pass the written and then also impress the people, then you get certified. But they don't really put much into it with Brotherhood kind of a thing. So
gotcha, because I guess they're assuming that by the time you get to Brotherhood, you've already got the core understanding set from the series.
Well, Brotherhood follows the manga, and Full Metal Alchemist had started when the manga was coming out. So
gotcha.
The show caught up to the manga, and so they just ran with it. That's how they did with Dragon Ball Z a lot of times too. It's that's why sometimes there's a ton of filler episodes, because the creator hadn't created the storyline yet. So then it's now Goku and Piccolo learning how to drive.
Gotcha. So it's almost like.
So it's if you ever find the original just Full Metal Alchemist and watch it, there's some episodes that are almost mirror and exactly the same wise, storyline wise, but the ending outcome, and there's other characters that don't show up in it that show up in Brotherhood and the manga. So it's
so Brotherhood is to Full Metal Alchemist like the Netflix version is for Ranma 1/2.
Yeah,
kind of a reboot.
Mm-hmm. But it was only a few, not very many years apart, I don't think.
Okay.
Let me double check.
Well, like I said, while you're doing that, I like the show. For anybody who's never watched the show, basically the premise is that Ed Elred is he's a kid. He's a 15-year-old kid with tremendous alchemy abilities. He's able to summon things and transmute matter at will. He knows the spells. He knows the technique. He's got the skills, but there's certain levels that he hasn't yet reached. And so the show explores him, looking for ways to do that. And the main reason why he's looking to do this is because when he was younger, he used a transmutation spell to try and I believe it's to resurrect their mother.
Yeah, him and Alphonse tried to bring back their mom when she died.
Right. But that's kind of a big taboo in the alchemy world, and it cost them dearly. Alphonse, his younger brother, lost his body, and Ed lost his arm and his leg in the process. And so Alphonse is now bonded to a suit of armor, or at least his soul is.
Yeah.
And so he's 14-year-old kid who cannot sleep, cannot eat, cannot dream. He's stuck in this weird limbo in order to stay alive, but he's not really living. And meanwhile, Ed is, dealing with having mechanical prosthetics put in place of his missing arm and leg. And he, and in the process, they're encountering some very interesting things. So, did you come up with your list of questions for me?
I didn't, but Full Metal Alchemist, the original, came out in 2003, and Brotherhood came out in 2009. So that's just
okay, six-year gap.
But as I said, like, Full Metal Alchemist caught up to the manga and then just went with it because the manga was still technically ongoing, and so they decided to revisit it, and redo it and try to. I've never read the manga. I just recently found out that Webtoons actually has the manga on it now, so I'm possibly going to read that just to see, since we were watching it. But I can come up with some questions. So far, who is your favorite character?
I think my favorite character so far has been Ed. I mean, just because he's the central protagonist, and you're following his exploration of his skills and his adventure trying to restore his brother's body. Like he's got so much emotional depth as a character, because like you can see the weight of the world is on him. He's not at home. He's lost his mother. His dad has passed on as well. No, his dad is not dead.
No. Spoiler alert. His dad
was dead. But okay, thank you for that.
His dad left them.
Gotcha.
So
okay.
The dad is a sore subject. So
okay.
If you continue watching it, you'll find out more. So.
Yeah. And then meanwhile, they're dealing with repercussions of a civil war from just a few years earlier. And on top of when he goes to learn from certain alchemists in other parts of the country, he encounters some things that really they set him off. And one of the episodes, I think it was episode 3 or 4, where they encounter the bioalchemy.
Oh, the Sowing Life Alchemist.
Yeah, the Sowing Life Alchemist. And that episode just broke my heart.
He is one of the most hated characters in anime.
He's probably one of the most hated characters ever. God, like the writing on that episode, even with it being translated and redubbed into English, like it's so good, but it is so hard to watch. Like I did not see that coming. And so like, okay, the show's been out for almost 20 years, so I'm not going to say spoiler alert, because but this guy is a father. His wife has left him, or at least that's the story he's going with. And he is trying to renew his certification with the state to continue practicing alchemy. And in order to do that, he has to make some kind of chimera
that can talk.
And he has not been successful, except on one occasion, and it went very, very weird. And no one's really sure why. And then he introduces Ed and Alphonse to a new chimera that he makes that has dark hair and it looks like a dog. And they're like, what the heck is this? It's very weird. And then they realize that his daughter and her dog are no longer in the house.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy sacrificed his daughter and her happiness to renew his certification in one of the most depraved and insane ways possible. And what's even worse is that there's this character who is he's a religious zealot going around killing other alchemists using alchemy, of all things.
You'll learn later in the season that it's a mixture of alchemy and what's called alchemy. So
okay. And he actually shows up and kills both the alchemist father and the chimera.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it was so heartbreaking. Like, I almost cried watching that episode.
I forgot that it was like the first couple episodes in. I was just like, I didn't think I'd see him this soon because it's been a while since I've watched it multiple times. This is one of the animes that my husband actually likes watching. He doesn't like anime at all, but he is okay with Brotherhood.
Yeah, this episode almost made me cry, Jenae. And so I think you're finally getting your revenge for terrifying you with some of the stuff that I've recommended.
So, I wasn't trying to make you cry.
No, you weren't. But I'm sure you've been thinking about how to get sweet revenge.
I will spoil it for you. If you ever find the original Full Metal Alchemist and it's not Brotherhood, Xiao is alive later in this series and tries to bring Nina back to life. And he becomes a chimera himself. And so then you have to hate him even more.
Oh, man.
Nina doesn't serve. Scar still kills Nina.
Yeah.
The original one. Because she doesn't want to hurt anymore. And he's like, this is what I can offer.
It's a painful existence.
Yeah. But
that is awful.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely awful.
Which sucks because like the guy who voices Xiao is like one of my favorite voice actors because he voices Hiei from Yu Yu Hakusho, and I really like Hiei. So
yeah, and so I'm really curious to see how everything plays out with Scar because like he's a very interesting character too.
Yeah,
like he's a very complex character. He's a religious zealot, but he's not a crazy religious zealot. Like he's definitely a true believer in his cause, but at the same time, it's like you can see how well written these characters are because here he is. He's using the very same powers that he hates.
Yeah,
and it's like, dude, you are little blonde Hitler.
Well, you'll find out later why he has that arm. So in the series, if you continue watching it, and then you'll be like, "What, Jenae? Why didn't you tell me?"
That might be my reaction. It might also be, "What in the absolute ever loving?" Who knows?
But speaking of the whole Hitler thing, there is a Full Metal Alchemist movie that's tied into the original Full Metal Alchemist, and
is it a live action or is it animated?
It's animated.
Okay.
But like what happens with that is there's two dimensions, our dimension and the Full Metal Alchemist dimension, and Ed passes through there, and that's where his body and soul, or like you would have a doppelganger of yourself over there. And so Ed passes through, takes over whatever Ed is there, and so he finds Alphonse, but it's not Alphonse.
It's the doppelganger.
It's the doppelganger, and then I believe they're in Germany and everything. So during World War II, I haven't seen this in forever. It's been 20 some years since I've seen it, but because alchemy draws from magic and stuff from our world, so that's why alchemy doesn't work in our world. It's because our counterparts over there are drawing the magic out of us to use the circles and stuff.
Okay.
So I find that interesting. I also think it's hilarious that like the movies never actually connect most of the time. They just are like, we're just gonna do this really one-off story.
Yeah, that sounds about right. PC Comics. Yeah. I'm digging it. The animation is really cool. I think the thing that bothers me the most is tonally. There are these huge shifts. Like it feels for the most part like it's supposed to be this really serious show.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have these moments where the characters completely overreact. Like, and I get it's a sore subject for him, but like Ed constantly overreacts with people calling him short or small or puny or anything like that. It's like, dude.
It's 10 times worse than the original.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, that's another reason why my husband likes Brotherhood more than the original, because it's not as spastic in the comedy.
Gotcha. Yeah, I just the tonal shifts bother me because it feels very out of place. Like you can have this really serious moment and then someone makes a side comment and Ed just completely loses it. And it's like, dude, pick a lane, please. Like I get like shows like Ranma 1/2 and Camphor, and you know they're meant to be silly, they're meant to be goofy.
Yeah.
They turn into that skid, but for the most part, like this is a serious show, and it's like play it straight, please. But like one of the things I think is a really well written dynamic is the interactions between Ed and Winry. Like you can tell, like Ed's got a crush on her, he hides it.
Yeah.
And she's got a crush on him. He knows it, or at least he thinks he knows it.
Yeah.
And like neither of them are communicating. Like it's really well done.
Mm-hmm.
Like when they're leaving the shop for the first time after he gets his arm replaced, and he goes and like he just turns away and waves back at her. Like you can see, how he does care for her.
Yeah.
And because like she had been up pulling 3 all-nighters in a row to fix all of his components, and like he's like, nah, let her rest, she can sleep, be happy. And she manages to wake herself up just before they leave, and it's like you can see that makes him smile.
Yeah.
So
what do you think of Armstrong?
He's kind of an idiot.
I love him so much.
He's
hilarious.
He makes for a good kind of like surrogate father figure, but like what? Like his mouth never moves, his eyes don't exist.
Well, his mouth is hidden by his mustache.
I get that.
Which makes it even more hilarious. But the guy who does the voice of Armstrong, he's the voice of Piccolo. He's the voice of Vegeta. He's the voice of Yamcha, and like a few other DBZ characters. So it makes it even more hilarious.
Oh my god! Yeah, like the fact that he in order to fight, he has to remove his shirt. It's like, dude, you're wasting police resources just to take off your shirt and fight someone. What?
I love him so much when the sparkles. Alex Louis Armstrong. Oh.
And then he's just like sitting there flexing for everyone to see. It's like,
Ed and Al are my favorites. Mustang is hilarious, and I love him. In the original,
Mustang's the one with the glasses, right?
No, that's Hughes.
Okay, which one's Mustang?
Colonel Mustang. He's the
he's the guy with the dark hair.
Yeah. And in the original, he's like, I'm going to become Fuhrer. And then all the women officers will be forced to wear mini skirts.
Pick a lane. Pick a lane, Brotherhood.
And it makes no. This is in the original, though. I don't know if he actually ever announces that in Brotherhood.
I sure hope not.
But it just makes me laugh. But what I also love is they brought back almost all the voice actors from the original.
Okay.
They couldn't use Al's original voice for Al because he was a kid at the time, and so then he hit puberty when it came out.
Right.
And so they found a different character for him. And so they found a girl that was very close to his voice.
Yeah, you can tell it. You can tell that with his voice, it's with Al's voice, it is a female voice actor doing the part, which is not uncommon. I mean, Ash,
especially for young
characters, Pokemon is voiced by a woman.
Yeah, and well, the original Goku, like adult Goku in over in Japan, is a woman.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
So I found that hilarious. But what's really cool is that they use this kind of bowl to record Al's voice in the original over in Japan. And when they were going to dub this, they sent the bowl over. They're like, you can only do this if you use that bowl. And so they used that same bowl that they used for the Japanese dubs.
And then when they got that metallic ring from the armor.
Mm-hmm. And then when they brought Brotherhood over, the director guy's like, I still have it in my storage, and he had to dig it out. And he's like, yes, we can do it. But yeah, it's like this. I don't know if it's like a walk or something, because I have Brotherhood on Blu-ray, and we watched it with the commentary, and so they talked about the bowl to make the metallic-y noise that like he sounded like he was in a suit of armor, kind of a thing.
That's cool.
But yeah, but they brought almost all the original voice actors over, which made it even better, kind of a thing. So
that's really cool.
But yeah.
So I mean, overall, I think this is probably one of the better shows that we've watched. Mm-hmm. And we've watched some good stuff too.
Yeah.
But I think what I appreciate about this one is just just the overall storytelling is really solid. Like, it's not giving it like. I got annoyed with Camphor last month because, what I was expecting to have, more answers explained, and they lean into the harem stuff, and that was really obnoxious. When, they deviated greatly from the manga. With Ranma, they have the tendency of going over, like the over the top silliness and goofiness, which is fine because it's supposed to be a comedy, but like,
and the manga's like that too. It's not serious, so
yeah. And I get annoyed because nobody just takes into account how Ranma feels about any of this.
Yeah,
like he has zero agency in the show, and which we'll talk about, I guess, a little next month.
Yeah.
But this show, I like it. Just my only beef with it is the random tonal changes with Ed's overreactions.
It should cut back a little bit more after a while. So
cool.
As from what I can remember, it should cut back.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm curious because like I've seen that the real antagonists are these demonic entities. Mm-hmm. One I know is supposed to be gluttony. Mm-hmm. I'm not entirely sure who the crazy haired one is, but the really attractive one, I'm assuming, is like lust or something.
Yeah. The one with the crazy hair that transforms into different people.
Yeah,
that's envy.
Envy. Oh, that makes sense. So yeah, I'm digging it. I'm curious to see how that plays out in the larger context of the story. I'm really liking it.
On episode 10, you'll meet in a handful of episodes. You'll meet Greed and Wrath next. So
okay. Oh, so we get you'll
get all of the sins. Yeah.
So here's a question. I know that there's an anime called 7 Deadly Sins. Does this have any tie into that?
No.
Oh.
I've never watched it, but I know it doesn't have anything. It's not bad.
You missed an opportunity there.
Right.
So that's cool because because I've never seen any of this show before. And back in 2018, when I released the fourth book in my series, I actually did something similar where I had demonic entities that were in that each one was the basis of one of the seven deadly sins.
Nice.
But instead of being demons that look human-ish, they were demon spirits that had to inhabit a host body.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
And when their full demonic power was fulfilled, when it coalesced, like they would take on like an animal form. So like the the demon of envy, because it was this idea of being covetous, of coveting something, and that jealousy. And so like for that one, I described the demon taking on kind of like the form of a donkey, because from like the scriptural idea of do not cover your neighbor's ass, or well, in this case, donkey.
Same thing.
Yep. Yes, because I've seen my next door neighbor's ass. It is pleasant. I will say no more. So yeah. So what do we have coming up next month?
We are doing the first half of season 2 of Ranma 1/2.
Sweet. And we're actually coming up on our 1-year anniversary.
Yep.
Yes.
Should have party favors in the back.
Snackiversary. That's our episode name.
Cake.
Snackiversary. Coining it now.
And have like little party hats and stuff. And little favors.
Dude. I think I'm gonna go raid Dollar Tree. So yeah. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna talk about the first half of the new season of Ranma 1/2 on Netflix. We're gonna do a kind of a review list of the shows that we have watched already, and tier. I guess. You know what? Let me see if I can find a tier ranking.
Because the thing is, like, when is it? It's like it goes S tier to F or something like that, or E or whatever it is.
Yeah.
How most YouTubers do it.
Yeah. So we could do a tier list maker for everything. So
I have like a thumbnail and then drag and drop. They're like, bam.
Yeah. That's not what I want. Free tier. Oh, I can do it on Canva.
Woo! Thank you, Canva.
Yep, here we go. Oh, wait, hold on. Lomo list. Create a tier list template. Here
Not sponsored.
It'll be easy.
Canva, not sponsored or affiliated.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll do it right here live. Well, not live, but pre-recorded on screen in the moment. That way we can rank things right away.
Yep.
Okay. Well, Jenae, how can people find you? How can they get in contact with you?
They can see my art on Instagram at JELXNB. And then I am on the Geek Gauntlet on Saturdays at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So
yes, that is going to be tonight. I unfortunately won't be on the Geek Gauntlet tonight. Well, this is October 18th as we're recording this. So I won't be on tonight because I'll be at a wedding. But I did send in some video recordings of my pleasantly face for radio face, giving my 2 cents about a couple of topics on Shaw's list for this week. So hopefully they will get used. If not, I have no control. I have no control. So cool. As for me, you guys can find me on Instagram and X at GKJ_publishing. I'm more on Instagram than I am on X. I talk about my books, The Archives of a Sync Ran, which kicks off with this beautiful title right here, The Heirs of Menenias. It's the first book in a, so far, 5-book series. I'm working on book 6 now. And then, of course, my other book that just came out in February, Midnight Playground. It's a collection of short stories that I think everybody needs to get. Everybody.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, shove.
Right.
You can also find me on YouTube at GKJ Publishing, where I do my show the right way. I just had my 3rd episode go out. It was a live stream today. I have 2 more episodes coming up in November. One is a pre-recorded full episode on the 8th of November, and then on the 15th, I will be doing another live stream. So, yes. That's going to do it for us. I don't usually, like, we don't have a pithy saying, and I don't know what else to do.
Oh, we need a catchphrase.
Yes, we need a catchphrase. Like War of the Stars, we're like, this is not just your Star Wars. This is not just my Star Wars. This is our Star Wars. You know, that's what we do. But you know, we need a pithy saying. We need something.
We'll come up with something.
Join us for the plots. Wait, no, that's
There's not. Well,
that's Geek Gauntlet.
Some plots, so
only one of us has plots. I really hope that Kat uses that right there as our remix short. I'm sorry, Jenae. Please do not mail your cat's poo to my doorstep.
He goes outside, so I won't be able to find it. You're in luck. Now the dogs, on the other hand, we can find that one.
No, none of that. None of that. Because the last thing I need is for my son to be like, "Oh, Dad, what's this? Can we light it on fire?" No. All right. Well, that's going to do it for us. Keep on watching anime. Keep on eating some snacks. And if you find something that you like that you recommend for us, whether it's a snack or an anime, send it our way. So until then, peace.